As well as reconciling the banks individually, we recommend that you also reconcile all of the banks at the end of the month. So when we're doing this, it's great. It's first of all, it's checking because it remembers the last one I did. So I've got my last one here that I did in June. And I can see here that I've got a balance of 0. So everything reconciled nicely at the end of June. But then wanted to go ahead and do the one for the end of July because I just completed it. I can then key in a date of the 31st of the 7th. A petty cash I can then update as well. So update the date of that one. I know that I've had an additional £50 go into there, so I can update that to 90. My current account, again, that's the one I've just done. So I'm going to update that. And again, you're manually keying in the bank statement value there. So that's not Scribe that's calculating that. This is how you're doing that audit control to sort of say, this is what the bank statement physically says. Does this match with what I've popped into Scribe? As far as my deposit account goes, I haven't got a bank statement for that yet. I get those quarterly, so I'm not going to update the date of the deposit account. That's going to remain as the 30th of June because that is the balance that was there on the 30th of June. My charge card hasn't changed this month, so I can leave that as the 31st of the 7th, and the same with my HSBC account, so they're all the same. Coming down to the bottom, I can see that I don't have a reconciliation error. So I've got some unpresented payments, but again, my difference is 0. So clicking on to save and next. Once the report runs, I don't know, I've got some pictures that have come up there. I don't know how to get rid of those at the moment. That's not very useful, is it? So, okay, so when the report comes up, bank reconciliation as of today's date. So I've done that for the 31st of July, 2024. First line, cash in hand as of the 1st of the 4th, 2024. Well, that's your box 8 value. So it's come from your AGAR. That's how it's balancing everything with last year's accounts. So it appears on the top of every bank reconciliation that you do throughout the year. And it's always just taking it back, as I said, to that box 8 value from your AGAR. Then part A is looking to your cash book. So what have you put on Scribe? It's going to take those transactions. It's going to add in any receipts that you've done between the 1st of the 4th and the 31st of the 7th. So again, anything that you've added since then, if you've got August payments on there, they will not be included. And then it's going to deduct the payments that you've added. So taking that box 8 value, adding your receipts, subtracting your payments will give you a revised cash book or cash in hand picture there. That's part A. And then part B, well, that's your physical bank statements. So what you've said is on your bank statements, less again, any unpresented payments or receipts. And provided part A, your cash book and Scribe matches part B, your bank statements, A equals B checks out okay. Should always make sure that you review your unpresented payments and receipts just to check you haven't got any duplicates in there and it is what you're expecting to see. It's not just something to look at the end of each month. So using that filter box in the top right-hand corner again, rather than showing the summary, we're going to take a look at those uncashed payments and those uncashed receipts. So we can see them there. It's just, again, that mindful for yourself that everything should be sorted. So I've got a transfer there to my current account from my deposit account. So that would have obviously happened at the same day. So I should have obviously then gone back and made sure that that one's been cleared through the bank. You've got the ability to save these reports as well. So when you save them, it pops it through and it takes the entire bank reconciliation for the month. So it downloads a PDF copy of that bank reconciliation that we just looked at. The A equals B checks out okay. It also downloads a copy of both the uncashed payments and uncashed receipts. So you can come back to here at any stage and actually look at those reports and see, has something changed since the last time that I did it? It's quite nice to be able to have those. As I said, it sits there in the history. When you come back to your bank and reconcile all banks, although I've still got those dates and values that I keyed in previously, I have got this view history button here where I can actually come back and look at all of the times that I've done those bank reconciliations. It's quite a nice facility for you to be able to have.